I want to make echo of a message by Analogías de Lola. This message is specifically directed to the Congress people, senators, representatives, or any Cuban with any type of political influence. The focus and context of something being demanded is essential for the solution. The focus of what's been happening in Cuba since yesterday is not that Cubans want to be vaccinated. Cubans are on the streets since yesterday, July 11th, asking for freedom. The people of Cuba want a system change and do not want to live under a dictatorship anymore. But the Cuban people are disarmed. They have no rights. These people have been under attack for the past 24 hours, in fact 62 years, by the police, who responds not to the people's needs, but to a dictatorial regime. It's urgent that freedom is included in every demand. Cubans are not asking for an American ship to dock and bring vaccines and food for a period of time. They are asking for freedom and a system change. Now, it's important that you make that message very clear, because based on what you say, the press and certain media outlets will take things out of context and twist the message. Getting food or vaccines or even ending the pandemic does not solve the issue. That is not what has people on the streets since yesterday. As a Cuban American, I demand the president to address this issue directly, and I demand the senators and the Congress people to be very clear in the delivery of the message and put forth the word freedom every time they address the issue, which is what this L stands for, libertad, which is what you see them flashing with their hands. They're not signaling for food. They're not signaling for vaccines. They're signaling for freedom. The Cubans are asking for freedom even as they're in need of everything else. We aren't asking you to do everything, but we are asking for your support to these people that are on the streets manifesting. They are alone and they need international help. And for that to happen, the message needs to be clear and delivered properly. The Cuban people do not count on a judicial or legislative system that protects its rights. The Cuban people do not have an army to protect them. All they have is us outside of the island to intercede on behalf of their human rights. And to all the media outlets that are pushing the narrative of lifting the embargo, let's be clear that what's happening on the island, in Miami, New York, Tampa, Orlando, and many other places is not to call the lift of the embargo. What is being written is the history of Cuba's freedom, so report it as such.